Hey everybody, today I'm doing a product review on a new product called the Dragy. Now this is a new performance meter on the market. It's basically a small GPS sensor that connects into your iPhone via Bluetooth. And basically you put this in the dash and it gives you all the standard performance metrics that I've been doing for years with this device, which is the Racelogic VBOX, or really it's called the Performancebox, but most people call it the VBOX. Now this device is GPS you put in the dash and records on SD cards here. It's a standalone unit. You don't need anything else to use this product. And it's got a little screen on here. It's kind of hard to see it when you're running it. It's been out for years. They haven't updated it in a long time. They did come out with a VBOX Sport not too long ago, which is similar to this. But the VBOX Sport costs $400. This is over $500, and the Dragy is just coming in at $149. So what I thought I'd do is I'd give this a product review. I'm going to test it heads up against the VBOX because this is kind of the gold standard, which a lot of people have been using for a lot of years. So when you come out with a new product like this for $149, connects with your iPhone, we want to see just how accurate it is compared to the VBOX. And then later on our next trip to the drag strip, we're going to bring all three devices out and test them against actual quarter-mile times at Palm Beach International Raceway. So here's the box. We'll do a kind of an unboxing video. Here it is, Dragy. It's kind of in an Apple-esque DJI kind of box here. So let's open it up. Pretty small. It's got one LED light right here and a little charging port there. It goes 10 hours on a charge, and it's only using power when it's actually connected via Bluetooth to the phone. So 10 hours is a really long time. It comes with these little metal plates that are magnetic, and it kind of holds it so you can secure this to your car, because it also records G-forces, so you don't want this moving around, so you can get those G-forces as well. I'm probably going to hook this up to a little suction pro mount because I move it from car to car, and that way I don't have to stick this permanently to my car, but that's how that works. Also in the box, there's a charging cable, USB. So plug that into your standard kind of USB power adapter, plug that in right here, and then charge it up. So I've already charged it up ahead of time so we can use it. But how it works is, so there's a manual in here too, Dragy. Basically just gives you some specs and charging port, kind of what I've already gone over with you already. So put that aside and let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on the phone. I've already downloaded the app. I'm gonna go ahead and record my screen now on the phone so you can see, and I'll kind of put that up here too. So as we open the Dragy app, I've already created my profile. It makes you sign in. I kind of prefer not to have to sign in, but you do have to create an account with Dragy, and that's because they have this leaderboard function where you can actually upload your times into their database and show online and do all kinds of competitions and trophies and so forth. So as you can see here, I've already got some runs in here from a previous test. But what you want to do is you go here and you hit the connect button, and then the Dragy will light up blue and start flashing when you're connected. And you'll see right here it says connected. It says here sending satellite data to the Dragy. That takes a couple seconds, and after that you're all set. You put this in the dash of your car or up on the on the windshield so it has a clear view of the sky so it can acquire all the satellites it needs to work. From there, right now it says low satellites because I'm inside, but when you go out on the street it'll say ready to go. You hit the go button and then just drive around and do all your performance tests, and it just records everything right then and there, and it logs it inside the phone, not on this. It's also got a cool feature of video, so if you press the video button here, I don't know if it's going to work there, but basically we'll do, there's my camera set up, but if you hit record, it will record what the iPhone sees and overlay all the performance metrics onto that. So I'm going to go ahead and do a test on that, and I'll upload the video as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this device and the Dragy and the VBOX out in the Lamborghini Huracan, and we're going to do some testing. We'll do a bunch of 0 to 60 runs. We're going to do 1/8 mile, quarter mile, and maybe even half mile, and then we're going to compare both side by side with all the numbers and just see how well the Dragy does against the standard VBOX for just $149, and this is well over $500. So let's head out in the Lamborghini, do some testing. We'll come back and report back with all the numbers side by side and see how they do. Go. You saw, kind of rattled off some of the numbers while I ran it in the Huracan. The numbers are like really dead on. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the screen here on some of the numbers on here. All right, so we'll open up the Dragy app here, and if we go to leaderboard here, you can see the leaderboard. You can choose to upload your times, or you don't have to, but you can see a couple of things here. But if you go to me and then history right here, you can see the different metrics that are listed. Now you can also add your own custom ones. If you 0 to 100 is not listed here, that's something I like to do, so you can add that in as well and record those as well. Something to note: the 0 to 60 times on the Dragy do not include the 1 foot rollout, so keep that in mind. I think Dragy should probably add that, because that's the way the magazines and a lot of people report it. They should at least give you the option to see 0 to 60 with and without the rollout. Now, that being said, you can see here we got 0 to 60. Here's the Huracan coming in at, right here, we got 2.96, 2.86 seconds. And then I had a really good run here of 2.75 seconds, 0 to 60 without rollout. Now on the VBOX, that shows at 2.55 seconds with rollout. So phenomenal time for the Huracan running right there. So you can see, if you go back here, you got the 60 to 130 times for the Huracan. We got 7.2, 7.3, 7.3, 7.6. Best quarter mile time on that run was 10:45 at 131.94 miles an hour. You can see that right here. And then also did a half mile over here, and it came in at 16.63 at 160 miles an hour. Pretty incredible times for the Huracan half mile. Now let's compare these numbers against the VBOX. So put the phone down. Okay, so comparing the numbers against the VBOX, I got them all here. I'm going to put this up on the screen so you can see it in the corner there. It's pretty much dead on. I mean, it's using kind of the same technology, GPS sensors in both, and recording. You can see here that I'm showing here the Dragy and the VBOX on the 0 to 60, 2.94 to 2.98, 2.75 to 2.79. You can also see I included the VBOX with the 1 foot as well, just to see, so you can see what the difference is with the 1 foot rollout and without. But let's look down here at the 60 to 130s. You got 7.27 to 7.25, dead on. 7.3 to 7.3, dead on. Down to the 8th mile numbers, 6.85 and 106. 6.85 and 106. That's only off by a couple thousandths right there. Down to the quarter mile runs, we got 10.56 at 132.5 and 10.56 at 132.58. It's just dead on. Even down to the half mile, 16.63 versus 16.63 at 160 versus 159.5 miles an hour. So there are a couple of discrepancies in the mile an hour here and there, but overall, dead on with the VBOX for only $149. What else can I say? The VBOX almost does have some dedicated software that you're loading on your PC. I actually never use it. I go to vboxtools.com and just upload the data there, because the software is really complicated to use. I really have no need for it. You do everything with the Dragy actually on the actual iPhone, looking at the different screens. And if you want to send it to a friend, you can just take a screenshot of your phone and send it, or you could upload it to their leaderboard and have competitions with your friends for doing different things. Also cool is that video feature of the overlay of the stats onto the screen as you go. So it's pretty cool. You can see in the Huracan it shook a little bit. The launch is really violent, and I had to kind of straighten it out. Need a better kind of mount for the iPhone if I'm going to record like that, because I wasn't using a GoPro. So as I was scrolling through the leaderboard feature on the Dragy, I noticed that the DME 720S is in there that we were at when it ran 9.5 in the quarter mile down at Palm Beach. And they uploaded a 60 to 130 time of 4.61 seconds. I'm going to take a screenshot of that so you can see it up there. I've run my best McLaren 720 time is 5.3, so that car is making a lot more power. Pretty cool to see, and actually I believe the results, because it's been dead on with the VBOX. Alright, so there you go. That wraps up my review of the Dragy Performance Meter. Overall, I give it an excellent rating. The numbers are spot on with the VBOX, as you can see, and it's just $149. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video where you can buy this device. It's only $149, and I suggest people grab it and test out your car and see how it does with the Dragy. Upload your times and share them with everybody else. I'm also going to give one of these away to a lucky subscriber. If you can find the video on the channel of the McLaren 720S and pick out its best 0 to 60 time and put it in the comments here, From all the correct answers, I'll pick a random winner, and I will send you out a free dragy. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the review of these two devices, and subscribe for more. Thanks.